Hello, this is Brant here again with you from Collins. Today will be our last video in a series introducing the brand new Collins G7X high-speed dolly. Today's video will be a Q&A of the most common questions that we get about the G7X. So let's jump in. The first question we usually get is, how heavy are these dollies? The answer is almost 75 pounds, which is about 20 pounds heavier than our SLZ and G7 dollies. What does that mean? Well, we strongly recommend that you use our self-loading dolly mounts for storage, as that mount will make it a lot easier to load and unload the dollies, not having to hoist them all the way up to the top of the truck body. What's going on with the red finish of this dolly? This is a red powder coat finish, but let me be clear, this is not a standard run-of-the-mill powder coat that you'd get at a normal powder coating facility. This is Collins tow armor powder coating that we do in-house with multiple layers of powder coating for durability. Will the G7X fit in the existing dolly mounts? The answer is yes. While the construction is thicker, the overall size of the dolly is the same. From a wheel size, the 50E tires are right in between the standard 480 and 570 tires. So for things like dolly bunks, you would want to use the 570 size dolly bunks instead of the 480s, as they won't be big enough. Will the off-road tires work just fine on the freeway? Yes, that one's a resounding yes. As already mentioned, these are E-rated, which means they're actually rated for higher speeds than the rest of our dollies. The G7Xs are rated for 75 miles per hour, while the SLZs and the G7s are rated for 65 miles per hour. In testing, we've actually seen these tires last quite a bit longer than our other tires. We've also been asked how long these tires last if they're being used on the freeway, and the answer is longer than our other tires. About 30% longer tire life in our testing that's been done so far. Could I put these new tires or wheels on my existing dollies? The answer is yes. Yes, you can. Collins is known for how their dollies, hubs, wheels, tires, and cross rails can all be interchanged between dolly models, and that remains true with the G7X and its tires too. So yes, you can order and put these tires on SLZ or G7 dollies. A secondary question is, if I put these tires on my existing dollies, will it increase the capacity? The answer to that one is probably not, because the capacity for a dolly is a combination of all the parts, and frankly, the lowest common denominator of all the individual parts. So while yes, switching the tires would mean that the tires specifically would have a higher capacity, you'd have to look at the capacity of the dolly, the hubs, and the wheels to figure out what the new capacity would be. The biggest question that we get is, where can I get the G7X dolly? You can order them through any of our authorized Collins dealers. Thank you very much for being with us through this series of videos announcing the brand new G7X Collins high-speed dolly. It's an awesome brand new dolly for a specific use case. Hopefully you've learned a lot and enjoyed the videos, and hopefully you're just as excited as we are for this new dolly. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like us. If you have any questions, feel free to submit those to us in the comments or email us at sales@collinsdollies.com. Thank you again for being with us, and we'll see you next time.